All right, everyone. So today we're going to be doing another video on the channel. We're going to be doing a full interior, exterior detail. It's going to be wax, tire shine, interior cleaning and everything, using only store-bought products. So we need to talk about all the products that I just bought and what we're going to be using today and where you guys can get them. But first, we're going to talk about the sponsor of today's video. And as you can see by the shirt that I have on now, sponsor of the channel is Overnight Crew. I know I talked about them in a previous video and I left the link down, but the link to their website is going to be down below again. But they make wheel spoke stickers for the Avid One AV06s. That's what I have on there right now. They also have them, I think they have some new designs coming out for it as well as for the Work Emotion wheels. And they also make a ton of clothes like this. This is one of my favorite designs. It was like the Tokyo Night design. This is Overnight Crew along the side. And you can get this in black, white, navy. They have a ton of different shirt options, a ton of different designs, some really cool stuff, sweatshirts, really cool stuff that they have. So that is the sponsor of today's channel. Make sure to check the link out down below. And yeah, let's get into the rest of the video. First thing, and probably the most obvious, is going to be just some clean microfiber towels. So we're going to be using this to apply the tire shine as well as the wax and then clean the interior. And the reason why I like to do a towel is just because if you spray the tire shine on the towel and then wipe it on the wheel or use like a sponge or something, it doesn't have as much on there and it looks a little bit more like how it's supposed to. It doesn't look like too glossy. As well, if you take like a corner fast and you look at your car afterwards, you can kind of see it spraying along the sides. And I never knew what that was, but that's from excess tire shine and it just flies off the wheel. Or the tire. So that's the first thing. All right, the next product, and one that I have never actually used before, I have used Griots before, but I've never used this specific one, is the interior detailer. And basically, this is just supposed to keep that shine and on all your trim pieces, on everywhere. You can use it on glass, so like on your entertainment screen, on your gauge cluster. You can use it on wood, plastic, rubber, anything. And it's just supposed to keep that shiny look without, I guess the way they describe it on the back is more like a natural look, the way it's supposed to look. And it's scented to make your car, to keep your car clean. So yeah, that is gonna be our interior detailer. And let's move on to the next thing. The next thing, and another product that I have not used yet, is the Meguiars Quik Wax. So in the past, I was using the Griots spray-on wax, and that was after a wash while the car was still wet, you would spray it on wax. But today we're gonna be trying Meguiars. So I've heard a lot of good stuff about this. So basically you can apply this wet or dry. As you guys can see, we washed the car earlier, we're gonna be applying it dry. But basically, there's no wait time or anything. It's just supposed to, like, you don't have to let it cure. You just spray it on, take a microfiber cloth, wipe it all off, and you can do that, I guess, to your liking. You can do as many coats as you need. It's supposed to have like this really good hydrophobic technology, and you'll just see water bead right off of it. So I'm really excited to try this stuff out. And we actually can use it on the glass as UV protectant as well. So it's gonna protect the clear coat. You can also use it on your windshields, everything. So I'm gonna be doing that as well. The last product we're gonna be using today is the Meguiars Ultimate Insane Shine Tire Coating. And as far as I'm concerned, this is the best tire shine out there on the market right now. They also sell a tire foam, which is better for like a more dirty tire. But if you've just done a wash or something, I'd really recommend this. It's a lot easier than having to clean off the foam. And again, this is a product that you could just spray on and you could just leave. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna spray it onto a microfiber cloth and rub it on ourselves to get a really good looking, even coated tire. So these are all of our products, and let's get started into the wax. So I'm gonna show you guys how to use all these products, and then I'm just gonna do a little time lapse of everything. So basically, to start with the Meguiars wax, you just have to shake it up, and then you spray it on to a dry vehicle. You spray it on every panel and then wipe it off. Or if you just wash your entire car and the whole car's wet, you spray this stuff on your entire vehicle, and then you come back and dry it off just like you would dry your car normally after a wash. So, but since our car's dry, we're just gonna spray a panel at a time. So let's start with the roof.
jamb.com. jamb.com.
So, car's all waxed up, it's all shiny. Next step is going to be our tire shine right here. So basically, I'm just gonna spray it on this microfiber cloth and wipe it on. We'll see how it works. Really quickly, I just wanna show you guys the difference on both sides, the passenger side versus the driver's side, before we move on to the outside of the car. So this is this tire right here. They both, it's nothing really special. It's nothing too out there. It's really just a dark black. And then if you go to this side, you'll see it's really light and you can see all of, it's kind of starting to look brown. It looks more, it's like matching the bronze. You can see all of like that brake dust and just dirt you get from driving on the road. So I'm gonna go apply the tire shine and you guys will see the end product. All right, everything is on. And as you guys can see, the lighting in this garage is so nice, but it looks perfect, as you guys can see. Like that shine is just peeking through so much. When you get up close, you can just see all of that flake. And it's honestly crazy. I have been noticing this a lot more, but in direct sunlight, it honestly looks silver. Like right here, it looks silver. It's picking it up on the camera, but it looks gorgeous right now. And then the tire shine is just that extra little thing. And the other way you can apply it that I actually forgot to mention is, and this is just kind of self-explanatory because I think that's actually what the instructions say to do, is just spray it on and then wipe it off really thoroughly. And that's actually what I did on the passenger side. My only problem with this method and why I prefer to just put it on the cloth instead is because when you spray it on, so much more comes out that it's honestly hard to get that much off and it ends up looking like a little too shiny. But I just applied a very thin coat and made sure to just continuously wipe it until it was dry but dark. So this is the end product. And I mean, as you guys can see, the car looks gorgeous. So the last step is going to be doing a vacuum of everywhere and then using our Griots interior detailer. So now we're going to be using the Griots interior detailer, and basically this is pretty simple. Like all the products, I want you to shake it first, and they say the where you apply it to has to be cool. So like if you like, I have a black dashboard. It's been in the garage, but if it was outside, it'd be hot. So you want to wait for it to cool down before you put it on. But basically, you just apply it to the surface or to the towel if you don't want to get overspray where it's going to be, and then yeah, just do one section at a time so it doesn't dry on there, and wipe it off with a microfiber cloth. Pretty simple. We're going to start on this side, then move to the passenger side. And you can use it on glass surfaces. So I'm using it right now on my gauge cluster, and then I'm going to be using it on the main screen right there. And while I'm here, I wanted to talk to you guys about a few cool things that could be coming up. So the first one is I hit up a page on Instagram that makes, they call it front plate deletes. I think it was just because originally in California, since you need to have a front plate, the new cars come with a front plate already on there. So that's why they call it a front plate delete. It's basically just a badge that says Corolla and E210 on. It's really cool, but since I don't have one on there, it's not really a delete, it's just a little add-on. But I think that's why they call it a delete, because they're based out of SoCal, California. So that's probably why. But I'm planning on getting that. And then also, if you guys saw, someone commented on the video asking me to do the gurney flap, because I was talking about on the rear spoiler doing that gurney flap. Someone had asked me to do that. And basically what I said is I still wasn't too sure on there, but we are growing. Honestly, this channel is growing very, very quickly. I think as of today, I'm at, I think, a little over 120 subscribers, and we've only been doing it for about a month, which is pretty cool. So I said that if by the end of May, I can be at 250 subscribers, I'll buy the gurney flap and then I'll do that install video, which would be really cool to be able to do that fast. My goal is 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, which is kind of ambitious, but you know, if we keep putting out great content, you guys keep doing what you do, I think we can do it I think we can do it. And yeah, it's been super fun so far. Everyone's always super supportive, it seems like, in the car community, which is always very nice. This stuff is super great. One of my favorite things about it is that it the scent that it has, it's kind of like a fruity scent, but it's very, very subtle. And I used to do like black ice, like air fresheners, but I really don't like those anymore because it really just overpowers the smell of your car. But this is just a super light smell, and I think it'll be nice to have every time we clean the car, to clean the inside as well. It'll keep everything smelling fresh. Another thing that I do when I'm washing my car that I think a lot of people overlook is the door jambs. And right in the door jambs, it gets just super black and dirty in there, especially when it rains, because just so much gets tracked in here. So I'm gonna clean that next, and I'm actually gonna use the rag that I use to wax the car, because that one's damp right now. And you really don't need any sort of cleaning solution for that. But you know what? Actually, I'm not. I'm gonna use, after I finish doing the interior, I'm gonna use the interior detail on the door jambs to see how that works with that. Because in the past, when there's that much dirt buildup, it actually starts to like clog up the rag. So let's see if spraying it down helps at all. It should make it a lot easier. But yeah, let's finish up the interior and then we'll go to the door jambs. So I am falling in love with this interior detailer. So basically all I did was spray it on there, but it just cut down the time of having to clean this so much more. And I'll bet that having that, just literally using soapy water, if you guys don't have this kind of product, when you're doing stuff like the door jambs and there's that much dirt there, it really just cuts down on the time so much easier opposed to just a wet rag. But which is kind of a common sense thing, but I just never tried it. This is my first time and it's way better. The other thing though that I really do love about this product is you guys will see, like when you have areas that your foot always scrapes on right here, or just like pieces of trim like that always get hit. If you guys will know, if you try to clean it with a white rag, or no, a white rag, if you try to clean it with a regular rag and you wipe over it, it comes back after it dries and you can still see a little bit from like literal scratches, but it helps out so much. This product really does. So I'm super excited just to show you guys the difference. This is the other door jamb right here, and this is the one that we just did. So literally brand new again. Super excited to do all this, and then we just have a few finishing touches and this detail will be over. All right, so there are two last things we should do, anyone should do, that I always do before I'm done with the detail. The first one is invisible glass. Rain-X is another option, but invisible glass is my favorite, and it cleans the glass perfectly. 0 streaks, and then it looks see-through. I always do that, side view mirrors, rear view mirror, inside, everywhere. And the last thing, you guys will see in a minute. All right, everyone, so here is the final step. So basically, we are going to be just using the wax that we use in the rest of the car on the exhaust tips, because everyone knows if you have chrome, you can shine it up pretty well. And right now they are looking just a little bit hazed over. So I guess it's time to shine them up a little bit. And now this is such an easy exhaust to remove that if I ever really wanted to, what I would do is I would just disconnect the exhaust from the rest of the system and use like some real wax and like an orbital gun and come through and like the Carnauba wax and shine it up really well. But this already, you guys can tell, like most of that hazing is gone and it just coats it. It's such a nice, this Meguiars Quik Wax, Ultimate Quik Wax, is such a good wax, and it's very easy to use. I like that you can use it wet or dry, because the Griots one was a wet wax, and it was just a little bit harder to use. But you guys can see how much better that already looks. Everyone, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Here is the entire car done. I'm gonna be leaving names of all the products that I used in the description below if you guys are interested at all in that. As well, I'm going to be leaving the link to the guys over at Overnight Crew. As I said in the beginning of the video, they make super awesome wheel spoke stickers, super great quality, really great price, as well as super nice clothing. Amazing designs. I'm wearing it right now. Super soft t-shirt, and it's just a really great company. As well, I also have a 15% off code for you. It's Cody15. I'm gonna put that up on the screen here in a second, as well as in the description. But yeah, if you guys want any of the wheel spoke stickers or anything for your car, go check their website out and make sure to use the code. So yeah, I really hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and as usual, there's gonna be some B-roll in a minute, so enjoy, and I'll see you all next time.
jamendo.com